Welcome back to the Overthinking Podcast, the show where we help you navigate all the fitness chaos in your brain so you can finally make sense of it. Today's episode is timely, especially if the holidays have knocked you off your game or on your ass.
Maybe you've already hung up your workout gear until January, or you're feeling guilty over some of the indulgences you've made so far. In which case, this is the episode to help you right-size your mindset and get back on your own 2 feet. No guilt, no punishment, just the reset that actually works. So let's get into it. But first, before we hopped on this podcast, we both were like, I look like shit. She's like, I look like shit.
Yep.
So I pulled out my makeup bag and popped up my bronzer, and I stopped looking like an absolute ghost.
It
She's
was
not in live
like,
action.
oh my God, I need that right now.
I'm putting more on.
Wow. She's applying more and it somehow looks better. It doesn't even look
I don't look muddy.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm
So
already in Costa Rica.
Anastasia, Beverly Hills. What shade? What shade are we working with?
Yeah, it's a powder bronzer and it's Saddle. Hot.
Ooh, Saddle.
Yeah. I have this big ass brush that I got from Sephora. It's the 50 one.
That
And
brush does look good.
yeah, and it's like the perfect contour for like wedging it in there.
Do you use that for blush as well, or is it just a bronzer brush?
Am I supposed to use blush?
I don't know. I'm not a makeup girly, so like I could be doing everything wrong.
Okay. Maybe we need a makeup artist on this podcast because to be honest with you, I would love to learn. I do have this Rare Beauty.
Live with the Overthinking Podcast, makeup styling
This is what the people really want. They loved our Botox and boobies episode.
with an MUA.
Okay, so this is when I do. I've never really actually used this before.
I love it.
But don't I look a little sunburnt?
Yeah. You look a little rosy now.
But is
How
that
is it-
how it's...
How is it blending? I can't see from this far, but it looks good.
I'm not really sure. Anyway, we'll continue
We're
this
unsure
episode.
on the blush.
Now I'm going to do one cheek on and one cheek off for the entire episode.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to influence the Amika. I think I might have mentioned this on a certain episode before, but like
She deserves a double shout out.
She deserves a double shout out. Amika has changed my hair for the better. I've always struggled, one, with my curls and like getting like my curls to actually curl and cooperate. Yeah. And it all comes down to hydration. In San Diego, our water is so hard. Like my skin has not been moisturized in the 6 years I've lived here, I'm pretty sure. But Amika is like the injection of moisture that my hair needs. We've still got some work to do. It's not like perfect, but as far as like any other shampoo conditioner I've ever tried, Amika rules. And specifically, my personal favorite is the Cure. It's the green bottle. So good. It's like a intense hydration treatment. So if you already have like really fine hair, it may not be like the best for you. You just kind of have to play around. But what I also love about Amika is that they sell like little sample bottles of every single shampoo conditioner so you can try them. That's how I found the one that worked best for me.
Yeah, and I will co-sign that influence because she influenced me a couple weeks ago, and even though my hair is like absolutely dead corpse hair right now because of the Midwest winter, but
yeah,
I do feel like it made a difference for sure. So much that I actually bought the little holiday set that they're offering at Sephora. So
yeah,
use your points.
Your hair does look really shiny.
It's really long. Like, so long. My hair feels really flat because it's like heavy.
Are you going to get it cut?
I don't know. You know, I was actually thinking about chopping it like you did. Yeah, I don't know.
How short? I feel like you're a long hair girl.
I know. I am a long hair girl. But I have been this short before.
Yeah. That would be cute. Like a long bob.
A lob.
A lob.
I'm going to do a Susan haircut. A Karen. Where it's high up in the back and really long in the front. And there's these pieces right here.
The classic, can I speak with your manager haircut?
Exactly. That's what I'm going to get next.
I showed
you. How I feel these days.
I showed you my photo of my freshman year of college. I had the manager haircut.
You're actually exactly right. You did.
We'll resurface that photo.
But it was so cut too. Like the blonde was like, it was like when we used to straighten our hair with like what felt like an iron.
100%.
I bet my straightening iron was hotter than clothing irons. For sure.
And I had like the whole like bump it situation going on.
And like committed to it.
Yeah. That was the look. I'm so glad we've evolved. So you may be in the midst of all of your holiday chaos, going to parties, you're feeling the anxiety and the pressure of being on top of your fitness routine, or maybe you've lost it altogether. The holidays are basically the perfect storm to test your operating systems. What happens when your routine is shaken up from travel, food everywhere? You're stimming off everyone's emotional chaos. It's normal for the wheels to wobble, but it all comes down to how you realign after those hurdles happen. How solid your systems are will determine if you sink or swim. And we're here to help you soar, baby girl.
Exactly. And that's where we talk about the behavior change stages. The whole, if it takes 21 days to start a habit and 60 days to make a routine, that is the predictable psychological cycle that we all go through when we're trying to make new habits.
Yep, so true. Just know that you're not broken or quote unquote bad if you have fallen off. We just need to identify where you are so you know how to keep moving forward. And the holidays reveal exactly where you are in your behavior change cycle. So for example, are you planning to be consistent in January or at some point without a specific time? This is that awareness stage where that you need to do something differently, but you just
Hmm.
feel overwhelmed and stuck. So this is like the first stage of the behavior change cycle. And this is where a lot of people tend to change course because they aren't quite sure what to do.
When people like feel off, they're like, there's so many things you could be doing at once, or like you see these challenges, you see people selling this ebook that looks really cool, but you're like, I'm overwhelmed because there's so many different options. I don't know which one's good for me. Who do I trust? Who can I go to? Right.
Totally.
That's
Yes.
like, I mean, I get stuck in that spot too. Like sometimes we know enough to be dangerous.
Yes. Yes. So that's like the pre contemplation. And this tends to blur with the contemplation phase where you're like, okay, I'm seeing all these ebooks, seeing all these like influencers.
All these
Yes,
challenges.
I know that I need to change my actions. I know that I need to start a fitness routine. I know that I need to eat more vegetables. So this is like the stage where you want to change, but you're overwhelmed. And so you're not exactly sure what that plan looks like. This could be saving posts on Instagram. Maybe it's bookmarking workouts, or you're listening to your overthinking podcast episodes, but you haven't quite committed to any one thing yet. So, and this is where you think you're trying, but you end up overwhelmed.
Yeah. And I actually see this all the time with people who ask me about my coaching is like they are not sure if they should do a group program, if they should do one-on-one, if they should do the Orange Theory Fitness Challenge that's going on, just to do something.
Right.
And I love talking about this with women. Actually, a lot of my friends and peers recently have been like, I'm so nervous to like lose everything going into the holiday. And I'm like, girlfriend, choose one thing that sounds good, even if it's not good after a
Right.
week. Choose one thing. And also, like, ask your friends, like, who's doing what? Like, is your friend doing something that she's really loving? You know, if someone at the gym looks like they're really dialed in, like, hey, are you following a program? Like, I've seen you in here, like, you know, after the last couple months. I just like love your dedication. What program are you following?
Right.
People love to talk about their fitness, and also it opens up the door for you to have a little like accountability partner too.
Hmm. Yeah. And ultimately, we want to help you avoid the all or nothing trap where you feel guilty and you think that your small efforts aren't good enough. But those are the things that really amount to your big success is the small stuff.
Yeah. And if you're stuck in that, you know, phase where you're like, I don't know which thing to do. And I feel like if I don't do Whole 30 and start CrossFit and that I'm not going to be like good. It's like, no, actually, and we'll get to this, you know, in the end of the episode, but like what you're doing and what you have been doing to prepare for the holidays is exactly what we want you to do later. And so if you allow this kind of like shame and guilt to run the show, not only is it going to be hard just at baseline to kind of get back into your routine, but now you're also upset at yourself about it. So now you're butting heads with your own self when I think that it doesn't have to be that hard and it doesn't have to be that tough in your
Right.
mind.
Right. And where we want you to be by the end of this episode is ultimately the final boss phase, is what I'm going to call it.
I
So
love it.
this is where you can fall off for a week or two, or when you go on vacation, or maybe you take the entire month of December off. You know exactly what you need to do in order to get yourself back on track. This is exactly where we want you to be, or where we want to guide you by the end of this episode.
Yeah. And again, it doesn't matter when you're listening to this episode, it doesn't matter if you're like in the midst of the holidays or not. You're just in a busy season of life where like everything feels chaotic. It's always about simplifying things. Like the more we can make things simple and easy, then the less decision fatigue you feel and the less of that overwhelm you feel.
Yes. Yep. So no matter what phase you're in, no phase is wrong, but knowing where you are helps you determine what that reset needs to look like and maybe what kind of support you need in this phase. So, hear me out. There is nothing that will cripple a system like overwhelm. I'm sure that you can recall a time where you felt debilitated by how far behind you felt or how overwhelmed you were with information, which maybe led you to that like analysis paralysis, just do nothing instead, right? Like I've
Mhm.
totally been there with like starting a new hobby or starting something. And the takeaway that we want for you today is what we're going to call 3 ways to slay your day. Pun intended, because it's
Sleigh
perfectly
bells
timed.
ring.
Yep.
And
Perfectly
really the best
timed.
and then really the best part is that these are so simple. And these are the 3 things that are gonna anchor you when life gets chaotic. And even if you're like all the way down away from plan A, B, C, D, and you're at plan Z, these will always be the foundation for everything that you do. And they really should be your non-negotiables, especially at this time. If you're in the midst of the holiday chaos and you're at holiday party after a holiday party, not 10, not 20, just 3 things to do daily that you can give yourself hits of dopamine and really stay in the game and feel like that boss bitch fitness person that we both know that you are and that you want to be. So,
Yes.
number 1, you already know it, the queen. Protein, the queen protein. She's going to lead the show. Number 2, we've got steps. 3, hydration. Protein, steps, hydration. These 3 are so important because they're low bar and high impact and almost free. There's a lot of protein around during the holidays, maybe with the turkey, but honestly, these are such low bar things that have the biggest trickle down effect into everything else you do. You don't need a full gym, you don't need a perfect schedule or like to be ridding yourself of stress. It's like, but keep your metabolism steady, your bloating at bay, and keep your mood and energy up. Protein, steps, hydration.
Exactly. And these give you momentum when maybe motivation is fleeting. So, momentum will always be more powerful than motivation. We cannot rely on motivation because she is fleeting, girl.
No, she is Runaway Bride, and honestly, the thing that my therapist says that will literally live in my head rent free until I'm in the ground is action precedes motivation. So if you are someone who's like, "I'm waiting for
Love
motivation,
that.
I'm waiting for Monday," like, and motivation really is a struggle for you, like, I struggle with ADD, and so I have not, stimulated in some way, like, I really struggle with this. So
Yeah.
doing one little action that could be as simple as folding 3 sweatshirts that are on your bed or
Yep.
putting your shoes away or putting your shoes on, and then maybe you'll go for that walk,
Yep.
but doing that one little action, but you have to recognize it, right? When
And the
you do it
only way that you're going to get to the place where your exercise routine is automatic or the way that you meal prep is automatic, the only way that you're going to get to that phase is if you consistently quiet the noise in your head that's saying, don't go, don't cook the food, don't do this because I don't want to. You have to take action before, what is it, motivation?
yeah,
Yes.
action precedes motivation. You have to do a little action, but you also have to recognize it, right? If you're in this shame spiral, you're like, "You fucked it up. You ate another piece of pie. You shouldn't have done that." You're never gonna recognize when you're like, "I put my shoes on. Great action. Now maybe I'll go for my walk." You have
Right.
to be that person. You have to hype yourself up.
This
And I
all goes
think
back to the arrival fallacy too. Like,
yes.
if when I experience motivation, then I will start my exercise routine. Baby, that time's not going to come unless you
No.
make it come. Like, you got to like get on top of it.
You know when I feel the most motivated?
What?
When I have a hot matching workout set on, my playlist
Same.
is slammin', right? I have at least 2 songs that once I put them on, I'm gonna run my head through the wall.
What are
Yes.
they? What are they?
Shit, right now, Seven Nation Army
Oh,
by Yookie. It's a remix.
oh,
Iookie. And then
okay.
the second one that can make me run my head through a wall is the Crystallized song by John Summit and Subtronics, but it's a Subtronics remix.
Okay. Okay.
When that beat drops, you will melt your face. So,
All
what I'm
right.
saying is these are little carrots that you can win, like a little Pokemon. These little Pokemon chips you can catch. Is that how that works? I don't know. But you're gonna catch these little Pokemons, putting your hottest workout outfit on that you feel your best in.
Yes.
Putting a couple songs on a playlist that is now your new training playlist that you will add to and make a radio from and now have all your favorite music in one place.
I think this is the perfect time to reshare that playlist that you shared once for the girlies.
Oh, Pop Top Don't Stop, girls. Yep,
Yes.
I'll share some. I have some great training playlists. Follow me on Spotify for real.
We'll let Brie be our DJ.
And then lastly, this sounds so silly, but filling up your water bottle before you go to the gym,
Yes.
bringing one that already has element in it. Like
Yeah.
there's something about that that feels so elevated. So if you can do any of those three things, that will give you these little hits of dopamine that maybe you will start eating more protein, start taking the steps,
Yeah.
drinking the water.
It puts you in that preparation phase of action,
Yeah.
of behavior change, where you're like, okay, my only next step is action. I've done all the preparation work. I've done all the like tedium. Now I just need to like physically exert my body
Yes.
forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kelsey, what happens after the holidays when I feel really bloated and I feel cranky and puffy and my eyes look like I have shopping bags under them and my back hurts and
And you
I
feel like
am
you need a
so
detox.
over my family? What do I do? Do I need to like do a detox?
One of the biggest lies that you'll ever hear is that I literally hate it, is
I'm
that
riling her up, you guys.
people say that you need a detox or you need a cleanse, a juice cleanse. I think we're like mostly past it, but I still see some like
No.
wellness influencers that are like, need
Uh-huh.
this 62-step detox. No, bitch, that's one way to analysis paralysis right there.
Yeah. One thing to put your analysis paralysis, take all the fuel from your brain. Now you're really confused.
Yeah, what if you just gave your body nothing except juice and you just shit like liquid for 60 days? No, that's not what we're doing.
Right.
The truth is that you don't need to undo anything.
No.
You don't need a detox. Your liver and your kidneys will do that automatically. Thank you, God. Bless up. Whoever made it. Great. Thanks. Love that. Over restriction is one of the biggest things that keeps people stuck.
Yeah. And the fastest reset is not that cleanse, that detox. It's not extra workouts. It's not skipping meals or trying to do cardio to burn off your calories, especially not cardio. Like, if anything, put that calorie to strength gains. We've said it so
Yes.
many times. Go
Yes.
hit a PR, go hit those hip thrusts and feed the booty.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, these detoxes are putting a already very stressed operating system into even more stress. Detoxes are super stressful on the body. You're taking away access from essential nutrients, especially during a time when your body needs good food the most, right?
Yep.
We need this good food to help your gut flora push out the other stuff. And to process all that rich, delicious food, you don't want to punish it now by stripping everything away and also freaking out your body, right? But guess what all these detoxes do have in common?
What?
A big emphasis on hydration,
Yeah.
right? So the
Yep.
fastest reset is hydration. Sure, everyone agrees on that. And getting back into your normal routine, especially your meal prepping routine. I see that fall off a lot for people because they're like, oh, I've got leftovers. You don't have everything you need in your leftovers.
Right.
I promise you.
Yep.
So do a fridge audit. Prioritize your protein. If anything, just get some Whole Foods chicken breast delivered. Walk more and earlier in your day. Increase your water intake, as we said, but literally this is all just getting back to the basics. You already know what to do, and your body regulates when you stop overreacting, aka stop stressing out. Okay, one thing I did say is I see a lot of people not like meal prep after the holidays. Like that's when we really see a lot after. We
Okay.
also see a lot of people reacting to how they acted in the holidays, not reflecting.
Yeah, you mentioned people overreacting and not like and not really having a plan, right? They just
Mhm.
have these big emotions. So it's no reflection, it's just reaction. We hear a lot of quote unquote I was bad or I ruined
Yep.
everything. Here's the thing. You can take accountability for your actions without being a bully to yourself.
Yes. Mic drop. Say
Take a
that again.
moment. Take a moment. Hear that again. You can take accountability without being a bully to yourself. So you can acknowledge, yep, I ate like an asshat this weekend. What am I going to do about it? I'm not going
Mhm.
to detox. I'm not going to cleanse. I'm just going to get back to my bullshit that works.
You know what
It's
this sounds like? It sounds like our apology episode.
yeah.
Why are we taking accountability for something and then changing our actions if there was no apology? Do we need to So maybe the part of the reflection is, do I need to apologize to my body for how I treated it? Or do I just need to be like, hey, yeah, Okay, let's reflect. I ate 2 pieces of extra pie, but like, that's okay. Cool. Now I'm going to use that for hip thrust fuel. Like, you can make that shift.
Yeah. And you're also acknowledging like this isn't an everyday thing. And if it is an everyday thing, if you are having 2 pieces of pie every single day, maybe that's the accountability moment that you need of like, all right, girl, we need to have a talk, me versus me. Here's the thing. Pie does not get me the body that I want. It doesn't make me help me feel the way that I want. It doesn't help me move in the gym in the way that I want. What can I do? Maybe instead of pieces of pie every day, it's 1 piece of pie once a week. Cool.
Yeah.
I can get behind that. And then some moderated sweet treats in between. So, going back to what we're going to call reaction versus reflection, reflection is everything that reflection is everything and it changes your output. So, it
Yeah.
moves you away from being stuck and deprived to intentional and actually on your own team. Be on your own side.
Yeah. And we said it in the first episode of this holiday series. I think it was episode 38, Hot Girl Holiday Prep. But in order to gain an entire pound of body fat on your body, you'd need to eat in excess of 3,500 calories over your maintenance. If your maintenance calories are like 2,100 and you go eat those 3,500 calories, that's like eating essentially 4 turkeys. That's like eating 3 pies.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're getting down on yourself for one little extra slice, you might not even be at your maintenance calories. You may be not even in a place to get down on yourself. So before you start being a bully, either get the facts and log your stuff or reflect and be nice to yourself. And every reaction is emotional and it's temporary. We also talked about this. 15 minutes is how long we usually feel these hard emotions. So give yourself 15 minutes, go for a walk. It's the urge to panic and want to fix everything overnight. That is the reaction, but the reflection is grounded. The reflection is asking, what happened? Where do I need to grow? And maybe getting real about what kind of support you need now. Maybe this is asking a friend, hey, I went hardcore in Thanksgiving and I need a little workout kick in the ass. Will you go to this class with me?
Yes.
Maybe it's a coach or a better training program. Maybe we have a training program for you. But it's all in the understanding just to make better choices and just be better for you. Don't be a bully to yourself.
Yes.
We won't have it.
Yep. Make the choices for the girl that you want to be. And January just hits different when you already have momentum, even if it's slow momentum, which is why we said 3 ways to slay your day.
Slay your holiday. And these will also help you build confidence. The whole point of this series, okay, ladies, the whole point of this series was to help you feel calm, to feel centered, and to feel equipped with everything you need to make this your best year yet. But that happens before said new year, right? You need to not feel like you're already walking up a hill. You need to feel like you are in a cruise control spot.
Yep. Not perfect, prepared, baby. Whether
Yes.
it's staying nourished while traveling, managing alcohol without losing progress, or learning how to train through the busy season, it all stacks. Little reminder, those were the last few episodes. So if you need those tips, please go back. This episode is the piece that ties it all together when things still go sideways because they will. Reality is, real life is the moment where you say, okay, everything went off the rails. Now what? What do I do?
And the secret to being your highest fit girl self is being absolutely unflappable and rolling with the punches. She doesn't set herself up to get complacent, but she's also understanding of the inevitabilities, like more pie being available every day.
And that being okay.
And that being okay, and you being in a place of empowerment and feeling powerful and saying, you know what, I do want to have this, and I know how to take care of my body in a way that I don't shame, blame anything to myself after, and I can really actually maximize this indulgence, especially if when you have something yummy, really savor it.
Right. Yep. The more you try to take things away out of your life, the more you're going to want it.
Yeah, and then the shittier you're gonna feel when you have it, and then
Exactly.
you're gonna have to listen to this podcast to get yourself out of it. So
Exactly. Listen to
choose
it
your own
again.
side every damn time. And if this episode hit for you, share it with a friend, maybe that family member who keeps shoving food on your plate. And please tag us on Instagram at overt_thinking podcast, at Brianna Lamb, and at Kelsey Michelle. And we will see you in the
In the
next
next episode.
episode.